Welcome back, Norfolk enjoyers and enjoyers of Norfolk from beyond Norfolk. We are back again this week. This is Steph.
And Andrew.
From Enjoying Norfolk. They let us make another episode. And by they, I mean we, because that is the beauty and the curse of running your own business. There's no one to stop us. This week, we are going to talk about a subject fairly close to both our hearts. I think that's right in saying.
Yeah.
And that is food. So entitled Norfolk Wittles. For those not familiar with the local dialect, Wittles means food and drink. And Norfolk has bountiful food and drink. So this will be one of several episodes, I imagine, where we'll cover food. We thought we'd talk about food that we'd enjoyed over the past few months while we've been mostly in lockdown.
Yeah.
But before we get on to this week's topic, we just want to say thanks to everyone who downloaded last week's podcast. We were really blown away by how much you said you enjoyed it, which is fantastic considering it's our first one and we really don't know what we're doing. We had loads of feedback on smells of Norfolk, including some suggestions of smells that we had omitted to mention.
We did, and one of them, which, we did forget to mention, which I have smelt quite a lot in the Cantley area, and that is the smell that comes from the sugar beet factory.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
Smell. Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about it afterwards when a couple of people mentioned that reminded them of their childhood, of playing football in a football ground that was in the shadow of the Cantley factory. And it's definitely a really evocative smell of Norfolk, I think, the sugar beet.
Yeah. I don't know whether I like the smell or not, or it's a big...
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a warm smell. I don't know if it's nice, but I quite like it, but it isn't nice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a strange smell, but it definitely reminds me of Norfolk.
Definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We also had a number of people confirm that indeed you could eat all the chocolate you wanted while going around the chocolate factory.
We did, yes.
And the interesting question I have relating to that is, considering I went to the school actually in the shadow of the chocolate factory across the road at Bignold, we never visited. Why not? Why? Why did everyone in Norfolk, and literally everyone seems to have gone there, well, apart from you, Andrew.
Yeah, apart from us too.
Apart from us, managed to make it inside the chocolate factory. Apparently you could eat loads of chocolate on the way round, and most people got a massive goodie bag of chocolate on leaving. I know.
Sad times.
So they managed to take our school on a trip about 20 miles away to Gressenhall, which, may I say, is also a fantastic place to visit, but they couldn't just walk us across the road to the Roundtrees factory. There you go. Sad times. Right, so what are we looking at this week, Andrew? What are we talking about?
This week we are going to talk about food that we have had, we have experienced during, the whole of this kind of like lockdown easing period. Throughout the course
Lockdown 1, 2, 3.
Yep, and the easings of them and the tears. All of those.
A lot of tears.
The food that we have, because one of the things, when it first started, one of the things I was really missing was the ability to just pop out.
When lockdown
first started.
Yeah.
Was the ability to pop out, pop in somewhere, get some food, get a takeaway, going out for a meal.
Such a nice treat, isn't it?
Yeah. So we thought we'd discuss some of the experiences we've had.
Indeed, yeah. And what I'd like to point out first of all is that we made a real effort to support as many local businesses as possible with things like takeaways, because when all other aspects of their businesses were closed, it was really all they could sort of offer to keep going. So it sounds like we sort of compiled a little list before we did this. It sounds like all we did was get takeaways. I'd like to point out now that is not the case.
Not the case, no.
We reserve takeaways for occasional treats or when we're utterly sick of cooking, which if anyone has been cooking for their family during this pandemic will realise, particularly when you've had the kids at home since about March, that's a lot of cooking. And every now and then you just don't want to do it. You don't want to cook and you'd rather not do too much washing up either. So we've only had sort of lockdown takeaways occasionally, but we have managed to sample quite a few. But then it's been like 10 months, hasn't it? So
so it's not a big list for 10 months, is it?
Perhaps not. Okay, brilliant. So, Andrew, would you like to kick off? Where have been some of the nice places that you have had lockdown food?
Yeah, lockdown food. Well, I think the nicest, well, the ones that I've liked are the actual takeaway ones that I'd like to start with. And we've been to a couple. One is Fat Ted's Street Food. And with they had a place. They've got a place in Sheringham, but they also have pop-ups every now and again. And we also went to one in Holcombe, I think. Was it? Feast?
That was when between lockdowns they had they managed to have a feast in the park. I think it was over a weekend, which had lots of local stalls and vendors and producers and street food and that kind of thing. And they had a Fat Ted's, their little sort of portable wagon.
Yeah, in the park there.
Yeah, that was lovely. Yeah,
which was lovely. And I particularly love their flatbreads.
They do delicious flatbreads. Yeah, and I quite like their dirty fries. Which are basically fries loaded with all sorts of other delicious toppings. They have good line in veggie food as well as meat.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
Yeah. The Sheringham Fat Ted's, is that there permanently?
I think it is their permanent residence.
Okay,
there.
Yeah, because we went there once again in an easing and got some food there and ate it on the coast, didn't we? Ate it by the sea. Yeah,
I say it's kind of like a kiosk, isn't it, between the two buildings there?
Yeah.
But I think that is where they first originated from. And yeah, lovely. We got the takeaway there, and we went down to the seafront, didn't we?
Yeah, if you want to have a look, their website is fatheads.com, and they also are very active on Instagram and whatnot. As I say, or as Andrew said, they pop up here, there, and everywhere. Weekends usually during this kind of period, I think. Yeah. So you'll have to see where they're going to be next. They do concentrate quite heavily in North Norfolk as well, don't they? So if you're local to that area, then maybe give them a go. So. Where else, Andrew? Where else have we eaten?
Well, we wouldn't. We couldn't have gone through lockdown without a visit to Eric's.
No.
Eric's Fish and Chips.
Eric's Fish and Chips, yeah.
But actually, for this time, we a lot of the time we go to Thornham, don't we? When we've been up on the coast,
we do like Thornham Drove Orchard. Before we go into the fish and chips, shall we just explain who Eric is?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, so if you're aware of, there's a fabulous boutique hotel on the coast road up at Titchwell called Titchwell Manor, and Eric Snaith is the owner. It's been his family a while, hasn't it?
Yep.
Right, I'm saying. And so I think they're at least one or maybe two rosette restaurant there, I think.
Could be more than that.
They are well awarded anyway.
To check, yeah.
Very, very lovely food, very lovely place to stay. But a while ago, Eric opened a fish and chips shop in Drove Orchards in Thornham, a little way along the coast, and it was rather fabulous. And subsequently, they've opened one in Holt as well. So now you can kind of get one at either side of the sort of North Norfolk.
Yeah.
You can dine in unlockdown times, or you can take away, you can sit outside and that kind of thing. And it's a lovely treat we enjoy if we manage to get up to the coast, isn't it? To go to Eric's.
Definitely.
The kids love it. We love it. Really, really nice. So, so we went to Holt and got Eric's Fish and Chip, didn't we?
Yep,
where did we end up eating that? Was it in the car?
Well, yes, that is a sore point because I had just cleaned the car. And I was loath for anybody to be eating in the car.
We couldn't find anywhere else to go.
And it was a bit cold.
There was nowhere to sit as well.
No.
There was literally nowhere to sit. It was still locked down.
The problem with lockdown eating and takeaways.
Anywhere. They did click and collect. We did click and collect where you, through the website, you order what you want. You go pick it up. It's very socially distanced and safe, etc. And then we took it all away. And then we were looking for somewhere. We thought about Holt Country Park. I don't know whether that was closed or just too busy.
Yeah,
or both.
I think it was just too busy.
Yeah, and it was freezing, and so in the end we just ate it in the car, in the clean car that you'd cleaned.
Luckily, everybody was warned and nobody made a mess.
Luckily, indeed. Yeah.
But they do. One thing I have to note about Eric's Fish and Chips and is not only do they do fish and chips, but they do a variety of different things. And I think you like a vegetarian option there.
The arancini balls.
The arancini balls, yes. I've tried them as well. They are very nice indeed. But one thing, sometimes I go there and I just get sausage and chips because they do a fantastic battered sausage. and I think it's Dingley Dell pork is the sausage. But if you're a fan of the sausage, you have to go and try that battered sausage from Eric's Fish and Chips.
It's a good sausage.
It is. Very good indeed. Very good indeed.
Excellent. Fantastic. Yeah, they do wonderful chips at Eric's, and they do have some unique things as well. So over Easter, they were doing battered cream eggs. They do battered jam sandwiches.
They do, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
just,
All the naughty treats, basically.
Indeed. And also, it's really good value. The thing I love about fish and chips is that you can go out with a family of 4 and feed everyone really well for probably, for much less than £30.
Yeah.
Which is really, really good, I think. So, so Eric's Fat Heads. We also sampled. So Eric's not content with conquering the world of fish and chips, as well as fine dining. He has now branched into pizza. Also at Drove Orchards.
Had to be done.
Yeah, Drove Orchards in Thornham is quite a sort of little, what's the word, collection of shops and businesses.
Yeah, on the
independent shops and businesses.
Yeah.
Just off the A149, is that?
Yes, off the coast, yeah.
So again, if you're local, and you can get takeaways from there now, go. Obviously, we wouldn't encourage you at this stage of the game to travel very, very far, because that would be naughty.
It would.
But in normal times, definitely have a look at Drove Orchards. They've got some fantastic shops there, and you've got Eric's Fish and Chips and also Eric's Pizza, which we managed to check out just before we were locked down again for the 3rd time.
Yes. Unfortunately, so we'll have to leave it a bit now before we get back
again. I know, and they were good pizzas, weren't they?
It's a new venture. It's a totally new venture, isn't it?
Yes,
and it's
in the yurt.
Yeah, in the yurt that has been there for a while,
a long time.
And again, it was. We ate this in the car again, which is again
glamorous. We have a lot of car picnics.
Yeah.
It being Britain.
But that was very nice, very nice
they
indeed.
They were very good pizzas. I could actually eat pizza pretty much every day of the week. I love it. And
Wood-fired oven?
Wood-fired oven, is that what they're called? Yeah, so wood-fired oven, really fresh ingredients. Literally, they make it to order. And they're really uncomplicated but delicious. And they have some really interesting flavours. And for one of the pizzas, we just got a massive garlic bread. And actually, that was a genius move.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Delicious, wasn't it?
Yeah, so good. So nice. And again, fantastic value. All got eaten. And I want to say less than about 25 quid, but I think it was at least less than £30, definitely. For everyone to eat.
Yeah, I think
one
the
pizzas. One of them's a child pizza, I think.
Pizzas are a maximum of £9 pizza, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. For the adult pizza, which is pretty sizable.
Yeah.
So another fantastic place. So so Eric's Fish and Chips, Eric's Pizza. We also got some takeaways from some Norwich places as well. So those were all in Norfolk when we were allowed to travel a bit further afield. But being located in Norwich, we also frequented some local places over the last few months as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Not just takeaways though. We got a takeaway from Tofry.
Tofry, yeah.
Now, if anybody doesn't know about Tofry, they're on St Gregory's Alley.
They are now, yeah. They were on Pottergate.
Yep.
Yeah, now St Gregory's Alley.
Yeah, which is, they've got a lovely shop and cafe.
Vegan deli kind of thing.
Yeah.
100% vegan.
100%, yep.
Yep, so everything in there. So it's absolutely fantastic if you are veggie or vegan, because you can go in and choose anything, and they have a really wide range of stuff. But if you're not vegetarian or vegan, as you are not, Andrew.
No.
Still, there's some pretty delicious offerings, aren't there?
Yeah. The sausage rolls, are delicious.
Vegan sausage rolls.
Yeah, vegan sausage rolls, absolutely delicious. And apparently, all of their soya, unless they run out, I presume, all of their soya is grown in Norfolk.
It is now, I think. So, because they make the tofu from soya. I think now, obviously correct, we may be a bit incorrect with the details here, but so the soya makes the tofu, and tofu's like a kind of proteinous meat substitute for vegans and vegetarians, isn't it? So you can use it in all sorts of things, from pasties and sausage rolls to sweet dishes.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. So, and they also make the soya milk as well. They make from the soybeans as well.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's all grown. Well, the majority of it now is grown locally, which has been a recent-ish initiative from them. So,
which is fabulous. Again,
absolutely fabulous. Cutting down on those transportation miles.
Yeah.
So it's good for the environment. Yeah. And also just a really, really stand-up local company doing really, really well.
Yeah,
so it's
really well,
nice.
actually.
Yeah. And we are massive fans. And sometimes we have to check ourselves in Norwich actually and force ourselves to go and eat somewhere else because we like going there so much. And we wouldn't have anyone else to talk about if we just kept eating at Tofu Rai.
No, we wouldn't. No,
but
no.
Definitely worth checking out. Their savoury stuff's really good, but their sweet stuff is very good too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cakes and that sort of thing.
all the
They make
cakes
some
and-
pretty delicious looking cakes.
Yeah.
You just have to look at their Instagram to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, any of their social accounts, you will find cake, basically. Images of cake to tempt you in.
You cannot beat that.
I don't know what they're doing at the present time, but I think they're over the other lockdowns. They offered a delivery service and a takeaway.
Yeah, they were doing
So-
takeaway, sort of click and collect, order online. Fantastically, since lockdown 1, almost a year ago now, a lot of these businesses have kind of evolved so that they have an online ordering facility, so that you can even order fish and chips online, pay for it, and then just rock up at the time you've selected and pick it up.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. That's a really interesting thing, isn't it? The evolution of local food businesses, because in
definitely,
lockdown
yeah.
1 there weren't many people offering that, and then by the end of lockdown 1, which was about 100 days or something, so we saw the emergence of these online ordering systems. So it's completely contactless. You can pay by card, and to be able to do that with things like fish and chips and that sort of thing from independents and stuff is really, really nice. A lot of them do use things like Deliveroo and stuff as well. But
and obviously the click and collect option as well.
yeah, exactly.
Which is-
It's sort of ready for you. You turn up with your mask.
Yep.
If you want, you can wear gloves, obviously. But there's usually lots of sanitizer available. Grab what you want and then go. The final place we want to talk about, where we've enjoyed a couple of lockdown takeaways over the past 10, 11 months, haven't we?
We have,
Is a little place just outside Norwich called the Bird in Hand, based in Renningham. And they do a mean vegan offering, which I particularly enjoy. I got vegan fish and chips from there quite recently, and is it battered banana flour or something like that?
It is, yeah.
Fantastic. And it really had the texture of fish. It didn't taste fishy, which is a good thing in my opinion if you're trying to be a vegan and having vegan fish and chips, but it had a really amazing texture.
No, it did. I tried some, didn't I? And just like fish.
Yeah,
basically.
and you had the halloumi katsu
curry.
Yeah, also vegetarian at least.
Yep, at least. Yeah, very nice indeed.
Yeah, so we tracked down Alex, who is one of the co-owners of the Bird in Hand, and asked him a few questions about their experience over the past year and plans for the future of their food. So we have got Alex with us, who is from the Bird in Hand at Renningham. Hello, Alex.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Not too bad. Would you like to just sort of introduce yourself and your business to our listeners?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So my name's Alex Brake. I'm one of the co-owners of the Bird in Hand at Renningham, a little pub restaurant nestled 8 miles south of Norwich.
Fabulous, lovely.
So, Alex, I just wonder whether you could expand a bit on the food that all the delicious food that you have on offer there at the Bird in Hand.
Well, that's changed a bit, Andy, to be honest with you.
Of course, yeah.
When we got thrust into lockdown, it's almost a year ago now, isn't it? March last year.
Yeah.
We traditionally, as a pub restaurant, it's your standard pub fare to a decent quality, your standard items that you get at a traditional English restaurant and pub, with a special board, which is the playground for the chefs. And so we've been doing that for the last 10 to 13 years since my family have owned the pub. And then we got thrust into lockdown, and we realised that we need to do something else, do something different to try and diversify and give the local community something they need. So we've kind of, our food has evolved, if you like, over the last 9 months to not what we were doing before, which works really well when you're dining in, but what people want to eat when they're in lockdown and when they're stuck at home as takeaway, which you may not be able to get from other local takeaways. So we've still been using our fantastic network of suppliers, local suppliers, where we can as well. So Easter's, which is a phenomenal fruit and veg supplier locally.
Yep.
Clark's Butchery at Heveningham. They're an awesome supplier. Their quality is always great. But whilst I'm talking about suppliers, we weren't able to do any of this without our suppliers. So they've been key to us being able to trade and open throughout these
Oh, bless you. Yeah, and I think absolutely. I mean, obviously, given the way that your industry in particular, along with other industries, has been but really massively affected, because for the majority of, like you say, the last 12 months, you haven't really been able to open fully at all, albeit for a very short stints of time. And people do forget about the supply chain that's sort of the lifeblood behind pubs and restaurants, don't they?
Oh, exactly right. If we didn't have such great loyal suppliers, we wouldn't have been able to open up and deliver a service to our local community. So if anyone needs any praise, it's our suppliers that have managed to work their way around all of the issues they've been faced with and give us a reliable service.
Fabulous. Shout out to the local suppliers. Yeah, I love that. Going back to what you were saying about the food, you said one of the things you said was sort of that you were doing kind of standard high quality pub grub. One thing I would say probably about your food at the Bird in Hand is it's certainly not standard. One of the things in particular, one of the things I particularly love about your menu is that you have a really substantial and interesting vegetarian and vegan offering. So,
really kind of noticed that, yeah.
For me, being vegetarian, it's really nice to be able to order food that's not just sort of perhaps one or two items, and it's actually really quite imaginative.
Thank you. I can't take any praise for that, Steph. That's down to the foresight of our head chef here. We're quite a young team here. I'm getting older pretty quickly.
Especially this year, yeah.
But, we've got a relatively young culinary team. They're quite forward-thinking, but they've got a lot of energy. And I can wholeheartedly understand but people getting beaten by this and getting beaten down by it and not having much motivation. But we're lucky that the team that we've got, they're keen to try new things, new ideas, and they get great satisfaction from customers enjoying their food. So Sean being a really good head chef, he loves looking after vegans and vegetarians alike, and he's got quite a unique mind. We'll put it that way when it comes to creating new flavours. And some things I look at the menu, I go, really, Sean? He goes, yeah, trust me. I'm like, okay, I'll trust you. He puts it on it, flies it out the door. So I take my hat off to Sean, great credit to him. Because I'm not a vegetarian or vegan. However, I've tried quite a few of his dishes, and he won't be able to change me, I'm afraid, but they're quite big.
But I think it's really, it shows, like you say, real kind of culinary insight to offer a menu which hits the button for veggies and non-veggies as well. I think that's really good that you've got the offering to both types of people.
Yeah. We've got one local, and his name, he frequented our takeaway in the first lockdown, and he was a real meat eater. Yeah. But because of Sean's vegetarian and vegan menu, he is now 100% turned vegan.
Wow.
So,
seriously?
Fabulous, eh?
It's quite cool, and he kept commenting on the post, going, damn you, Sean, I used to really love chicken, but now I've gone the other way. I've gone to the dark side of the light.
The green side.
The green side, yeah.
Oh my
goodness. He's a regular at ours, which is really good. So.
Oh, fantastic! So that leads me on to my next thought is, so from your menu at the moment, what would you say? Do you know what's the most popular dish wise?
Oh, the most popular dish wise at the moment. What's the most popular dish? To be honest with you, our big bird burger, even though it's a premium price, 13 quid, I thought when we launched this takeaway, I thought people are going to pay 13 quid for a burger. But, you've got other options that you've got around here. You've got kebab house burgers, fine, that know what they are, and other food establishments. But people are quite happy to pay a premium for a really good quality in-house, very expensive raw ingredient meal, and people seem to love it. And our big bird burger has not changed at all, and it's served with gourmet chips and such like, and people go mad for it. And so that's really, really popular. It's a Big Bird is definitely the most popular thing I make.
Oh, well, I'll have to try the big burger next time. Our son, I think he tried a burger, didn't he?
I think he had a junior burger there. It wasn't the Big Bird burger, but he did enjoy that's one of the funny things we've had. So we've had a couple of takeaways from you guys over lockdown, and a real, I don't know, a sort of a show of how great your food is when the kids love it too. Yep. Because like kids are they can be notoriously fussy. It's a bit hit and miss with them, but they've absolutely, in fact, when we got a takeaway just for ourselves and they ended up stealing most of it. So the next time we had to order them something as well.
So there we go. We can direct all the marketing at children so they can get their parents to order takeaway.
Yeah.
We might work on that.
I imagine the fact that most of them are at home at the moment is probably one of the main reasons people are ordering takeaway, to be honest. Certainly one of mine. So you sort of touched on it a little bit. So obviously, lockdown experience. How have things been for you, over the past 12 months?
Listen, I'm not going to lie. It's been hard. That being said, and this is going to sound quite sadistic, we've kind of enjoyed it. And I don't want to say that lightheartedly, because to enjoy a pandemic is not good at all.
Yeah.
We've kind of enjoyed the different pressures it's put on us to be able to create something and try something new. Does that make sense? So although it's thrust us into uncertain times and the sort of Damocles dangling above our heads financially, it's given us more energy to spur on to do different things and try and find niche markets and try and make it work. So coupled with the inventive ideas that we bounce off all the chefs all the time, the constant changing menu, and supported by a wonderful local community. And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our community and our return customers. Mm-hmm. It's been a really interesting learning curve, and it's something that we've actually quite enjoyed. I don't want to say I've enjoyed the pandemic, but we always like to be facing different challenges here and try and find a way of overcoming it.
You can sink or you can swim, and I really love your positive attitude, because I know I've spoken to you before a few months ago, and I know that you guys have had it tough, as so many people in your position have. And but I still see you guys putting it out there, showing up every day. Like you say, you're really, really active on social media. Your menu is standout, and it takes a lot of energy and a certain strength of character, I think, to carry on like that. But I think it's testament to you guys, because you're still here. You've kept going, and hopefully, fingers crossed, eventually it will pay off, because you'll be able to carry on when things do open up more, kind of thing. You've been offering this during lockdown, this takeaway service and that sort of thing, collection service. You must have scored some new customers, I expect.
We've got some wicked new customers. These are people that they've not really heard of it, and they've been coming back regularly. And they tell us that we can't wait for lockdown fish will come and support you, which is really heartwarming and really nice to know that we're doing something right and we're getting new customers, which is really good to see.
So Alex, you're fully back to the takeaway now, obviously.
We are.
Yeah. So for anybody who hasn't been to you yet, do you want to just explain how easy it is to order food from it and come and collect it?
How it all works.
How it all works, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So we try to make the process as streamlined as possible, because I, like many, get frustrated when I try and pay something online and it's not too easy. So we have gone to our suppliers, Eastern Cash Registers, who we've been with for 13 years, nice local company, family business, and they've been very, very supportive. They've created an online portal for us. So
cool.
If you go to our Facebook page or our website and scroll up or down and click the Order Food button, that'll take you directly to our online menu. You can peruse the menu, add the items that you want to purchase into your shopping basket, like if you're going to Amazon or any other shop online. Yeah. And just follow the instructions, input your details, pay for it online securely, and when you arrive here, you wait in your shop. We give you a call to let you know your food is ready, and you come to the collection point, which is outside, and there's only one person at the collection point at one time, and it's zero contact, so it's very, very safe. All of the chefs wear masks, and once you've purchased your food, you head back to your car and head on home and hopefully enjoy.
Definitely
Cool.
enjoy.
Yeah.
I think if I was picking up, I'd probably just pull over to the nearest lay-by and eat it all and get home and tell everyone, no, they were shut. I got there, but there was no one there. That's why I never do the collection.
Yeah.
And sort of looking to the future as much as it is possible to do, how far ahead do you plan? Have you got plans for the future? Have you got plans, if we open? Have you got plans if we don't, for sort of open up from lockdown, that is? What are we looking at with regard to your business for the next 12 months?
Well, that's such a good question. Very well presented, Steph. We thankfully have got some ideas in the pipeline. Some of those are restricted by regulations and the restrictions that are imposed by the government and the current climate. So we'll put those in the back burner until we're allowed to do parties, we're allowed to have outside events, we're allowed to have big gatherings, etc. So they're in the pipeline, they're on the back burner. But we do have ideas for some events, but I won't tell you what those are now. With regards to the next 3 to 6 months, we've got to be realistic, guys. I mean, we were plunged into another lockdown. Cases are rising at a rate of knots. There's a vaccine which is kind of being rolled out. I'm an optimist, as you know, but being a realist, we're going to be in lockdown until March, April, and then we're going to stop climbing down the tiers. So we've just got to keep our menu inventive and do what the customers want. We engage as many people as we can. Say, guys, what do you want? And just keep adapting our takeaway and keep the offerings fresh. We've just boosted up our brand new pizza oven today. This is really exciting.
Oh, fabulous.
So this is our twin deck stone baked pizza oven, which Tristan's playing with at the moment. He burnt the first one, but I won't mess on them. This podcast will hate him. So he's perfecting that at the moment. But we did a poll on social to see if people wanted pizzas. And pizzas. People can't get enough pizzas, apparently. Yeah. So we had the most engagement on one of our... But being the bird in the hand of being a bit different, we're going to do proper gourmet with all local produce where we can get it.
Wait for them.
I know. I'm looking at a picture, actually, that you posted at the beginning of December when you were... Tristan was dabbling with his pizza oven, and I remember thinking then, you're speaking to a real pizza... addict here, so I could literally eat pizza every night of the week. I think I don't, but I would given the chance. I'm
so in that camp. I'm so bad. In fact, the pizza one was purely for me. I'm not going to lie.
Finally, before we let you go, we couldn't really end this without talking about the sort of Norfolk food that you like. So have you got any particular faves when it comes to sort of local produce, or any other place? Obviously, the Bird in Hand, we know, will be your favourite place to dine. Do you like eating anywhere else locally? And what sort of, local dishes you love? Tell us about, what Norfolk food you particularly like, Alex.
So there's a standout restaurant which is very small and it's out on the coast, and it's my favourite restaurant. And it's not just purely because they do awesome seafood, awesome steaks, and have a great menu, and the consistency is always bang on, but the team is phenomenal. But it's a little restaurant called the Shed in Galston.
Okay.
Now, I don't have been there, but they've got 6 tables in there.
Yeah.
It's the owners are lovely, and it's such a close-knit, friendly atmosphere. The kitchen, you can watch them cook, and Robbie, the head chef, he was great. He would interact with all the tables, and it would create a very unique dining experience, which you seldom get anywhere. They use local seafood, they use local butchers, and I've never had a bad meal there. And it's a credit to them how they made such a small business with 6 covers work for them, and you have to book 3 or 4 weeks in advance. They're that busy. And
it's the shed in Galston, you said?
The Shed in Galston.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah. I've got a lot of time for Galston, actually. I think it's a really nice place to visit.
Ditto.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Alex. Is that, Andrew, have you got any other
No,
questions
that
for us?
is.
I think that's-
Frank, I just wanted to say thank you for keeping us fed during these period of time.
Poor guys. Great.
No problem. And we will speak again soon, no doubt. We look forward to seeing what you're up to on social media. Take care and stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe, guys. Thanks very much.
Well, that was our breakdown of food in lockdown, what we've had, what we've enjoyed, and where we've had it from. Hopefully, it might inspire you to try some of the places out. If you already have tried them out, then that's absolutely brilliant. If you can't try them out at the moment, then maybe just bookmark them mentally for a later date.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that it's really important at this period of time, because we know a few of the places take a little break during January, is to check their websites, check their social media accounts to see what they're doing at the present time and when they're open.
Absolutely, yeah. They might not actually be serving food this early on in the new year. If you have had some excellent takeaways during lockdown or enjoyed some good local food, then we love to hear about it.
We would, yes.
By all means, contact us via the website enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, or you can find our contact details from wherever you downloaded this podcast episode. We love hearing about your feedback. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you've enjoyed it and are feeling suitably hungry now.
I am.
And we'll speak with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.